Why don't you tell us all about
Yeah,
the
of
Henry Allen
course.
Trust?
So my name's Dawn Allen and I am from a childhood cancer charity called the Henry Allen Trust. I am the co-founder and the director. It sounds really posh, doesn't it?
No,
But
yes,
it's
posh.
really not. Really not. So we support children, teens, young adults and their families battling childhood cancers from birth all the way up to 18, but not had their 19th birthday. And it was my little boy, Henry, who will be forever 4. It was his last wish. Ooh. Yeah, sorry about that. Christmas, boom, drop the mic.
Bless you.
Yeah, so literally childhood cancer, it's one of those taboo subjects that you don't really want to think about. And
Probably no one really wants to talk or ask questions because they think it's just going to evoke so many sort of bad things. But
absolutely never. And you never really want to think about children getting cancer. And Henry was diagnosed at just 2 years old. So the saddest thing was Mark and I got told that we couldn't have children. So I've had treatment before on my cervix, so we got told we couldn't have children. And then I found out I was 6 and a bit months pregnant.
6 and a bit months?
I was tumbling, cheerleading at the time, and I couldn't quite understand why I felt sick. Yeah,
Wow.
So obviously, 6 and a bit months pregnant. So I was
crazy, isn't it?
one of those ladies that didn't know, and I was tiny back then. And
You also told you couldn't have children.
Yeah, we couldn't have children.
Wow.
Yeah.
So was you told that at some point during the 6.5-month pregnancy?
No,
Or, so it was just complete shock. Never thought it was going to happen.
Yeah, never thought it was going to happen. And then our little miracle. And then when Henry was 2, he was diagnosed with a childhood cancer, which is one of the worst stagings, which is stage 4 MICM amplified high risk neuroblastoma. And we went through grueling treatment. But one of the things that was really sad was that no national charity would support us because they said they were too young. He was too young to understand. So that broke us, as you could imagine. Like, Henry was so excited. He was really into Lightning McQueen and Disney cars. And like literally they were like, a very well-known national charity said, no.
Nothing at all.
Nothing.
You obviously don't want to name names there.
No,
I best not. But I'll tell you that one off camera, guys. I'll tell you that one off camera. Yeah, it's definitely a forward conversation with that one. But yeah, it was pretty horrific. So we literally, that's when the local community came together in Milton Keynes and helped to support us. So they raised 140k for the Henry Allen appeal.
Wow.
And I know you guys were involved in that, and your daughter was as well, which was amazing. So it was just a horrific experience, but we did have the community behind us to help support us. But we did go through numerous hospital visits, numerous surgeries, chemotherapy, radiotherapy, and it was up and down the country. So if you can imagine, for a family that puts a lot of stress and toll financially and staying away, and obviously Mark and I, so lots of families unfortunately have other children to look after. So then that puts a strain.
Yeah, I bet it does.
But back in October 2013, we were given the devastating news that Henry's cancer had progressed and there was nothing more they could do. And so Henry will be forever 4 and forever our superhero, but he had one last wish for us. He made us pinky promise, so the local community gathered round and we had our last Christmas day in October. The snow dome put snow in our back garden. We had horses dressed as donkeys and they pooped in the garden. And honestly, Henry was like, Mummy, they've pooped. And I'm like, you're really worried. All you're worrying about is the poop and how excited that they pooped. But they were dressed as reindeer and we had a very famous Tex Santa in our garden with Christmas presents. We had the local pub give us Christmas dinner, so it was real magical. And we said to Henry, look, all these lovely presents. I keep whacking that, sorry. Henry was,
you did say you were
I
absolutely
did say, my hands go everywhere and I'm going to wallop or probably fall off the chair. I did get told if I fell off the chair, just to keep going. That was it.
It will make the edit.
It will make the edit, so I'm trying not to fall off the chair right now. But so literally we said to little man, look at all these lovely prezzies. And he made Mark and I pinky promise and said, Mummy and Daddy, I won't get to play with them. He said, you give them to my other friends and you help the other children.
Wow.
Oh gosh.
And that was in the October, and I thought, how can we make a difference? How can we continue Henry's legacy after he gained his angel wings? And we thought about the Henry Allen Trust. So now we're very lucky to be celebrating the same as you guys this year, that we've been a charity for 10 years this year.
Wow.
And our main goal is to support families. And sorry,
It's all right.
I'm like, yeah, to support families as Henry's last wish, and make those happen.
At that point, you must have been so incredibly proud of him.
Oh,
though, for
so
everything
proud.
you'd set and seen him go through, and then
Yeah,
him to
so
say that, you
proud.
must have, wow. that
So
must have been-
proud.
Yeah.
There was times in hospital when this particular teenager, she took her wig off. She was so beautiful, and Henry went up to her and said, "You look beautiful with or without your hair."
Oh,
And like
so
literally, he was like there with like some of the teenage boys and hadn't got out of bed for weeks, and he was like, "Will you come and play with me?" So with their chemo pals, they were like kicking footballs up and down the corridor. So yeah, all the way through, little man's journey was really tough, but I'm so proud that
Absolutely.
I think if I didn't have Henry's legacy, I don't think I'd be here today.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have a reason to get up
No,
every
of course.
morning, and I wouldn't have a reason to, catch on. But I so appreciate you guys supporting the Henry Allen Trust. We are a local children's cancer charity, but we make a massive difference. So thank
Absolutely.
you for believing in
No,
Little
no,
Man's
certainly,
last
no.
wish and helping us make a real difference within our community and surrounding areas. Yeah, it does really, really mean the world. And it's not just monetary value. Sometimes it's just your time.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Well, that's
thank
what-
you for...
hopefully in 2025
Yeah.
we'll have more conversations outside of this podcast to sort of talk about what we can do in 2025. Where can we
Yeah.
come along and support? What time can we give you?
Absolutely.
Whether they're events and... so I assume you've got events already
We have,
planned?
yep, all planned. So we've got our
planned for
lots planned
2025.
already for 2025, which is awesome. Lots and lots planned. So lots of exciting things that you guys can get involved in and tell everybody and your customers about, and on your podcast,
Course,
which would be
absolutely,
epic.
Well, we've got a new website which has been launched. So,
tell us more.
well, it's by the time this goes out, everyone
Yeah.
hopefully would have seen it, and we'll do
Fantastic.
launches through it. But
Yeah.
the website designers have agreed today we're going to get your logo on there as well, so that
Didn't
they're
make
on
me
the
cry. Thank you.
No,
And
just
the
that-
same, like
yeah.
with us. So we have something called Friends of Henry, and we can put your link, so then they link all together. That would be epic. Really, really epic.
No, great.
But yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
So
for having me.
No,
Is
that's
it,
right.
is it top secret what you've got going on for 2025? Or are you going
Not
to
at all.
divulge a little bit too
So we are pleased to announce that our Family Fun Day is back at Campbell Park,
Oh,
All right,
which
good.
would be awesome. We've also
That's a summer event, is it?
It is a
Right.
summer event in August. We're also in talks with Whittlebury Park.
Oh.
This is
That's
about
where we got
a-
married.
We got
Is it?
married,
Did
yeah.
you? Oh
We did,
my gosh.
yeah.
Yeah, about a number of events.
Oh, brilliant.
But one being, I really wanted to bring back something called H-Fest,
Okay.
which is a children and family festival.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah,
brilliant.
so we are in talks at the moment about bringing H-Fest
Great
back
idea.
with camping.
I was just
How
going to say, like, was it
exciting.
like
like a
tents up on the
2-day
field and-
festival.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, so
Wow,
really
well,
excited about that. I'm so excited. Yes, and we're
idea.
looking at bringing back Henry's world record challenge as
Oh,
well,
right.
bringing it back to Milton
Brilliant.
Keynes.
Oh, that's
So that would be
fantastic.
exciting, as well as our fireworks and our black and gold
And that's a
ball.
massive success, isn't
It's
it? Yeah.
huge, absolutely huge, like massive,
You
massive
guys, I think,
success.
are brilliant at advertising and getting out there. You know,
Oh,
your
thank
name is
you.
everywhere. It's fantastic. That's really,
Thank you
really
so
good.
much.
To be honest,
It
with when
does
we
really
actually
well.
said after the last podcast, and she said, we need ideas. And I said, well, for 2025, why don't we
Yeah.
nominate a charity? And she said, which one? And both of us went, Henry
Oh.
Allen Trust.
Barry even spoke before I did.
Oh, guys, that
It was
does.
always, I think it's just so,
means so
being
much.
Bletchley,
much.
we're both Bletchley
Yeah.
people. So
Growing
it's
up
just,
with your Dawn.
I know,
Yeah.
it means so much. The Bletchley guys.
so if you're going to do it local, there couldn't
Yeah,
be probably much
definitely.
more local
It's
than
been
you guys.
been pretty tough. So I don't think we realise how we tried to think about childhood cancer being rare, but they now say that's 1 in 500 children. So that's 1 in every primary school in Milton Keynes.
Jeez.
Shocking statistic. We support 4 children in 1 primary school alone in Milton Keynes.
Really?
No way.
Yeah, and in the last 2 weeks, in Milton Keynes and surrounding areas, we've had 7 children diagnosed.
Oh, God.
So that's the sort of shocking statistics that we're dealing with locally and in our surrounding areas. But yeah, so thank you for making a difference.
Now, I know when we've spoken before that you not just do all the events and stuff, you go and spend time with the families.
I do,
That
yes.
must, having the tragic situation that you'd been in, to know that you've got somebody there, even if it's just somebody to talk to that's experienced it, those families must just absolutely love you to bits for being there and supporting them. That's just amazing.
Wholeheartedly. You know, when you feel like, I remember not having anybody there for me, and in the middle of the night, I was up supporting 2 families in the night. I remember not having, sorry for the dark circles.
Don't ever apologise.
I remember not having anyone to talk to. So to have that network that we've created with myself and the Team Henry volunteers, it means the absolute world.
I was going to say, I bet that just in itself is such a, to have someone there as support, and you first-hand feeling you didn't have it, must be the rewarding part side of it for you, I guess.
It really is, and it just, I know what it feels like. Unfortunately, and although I've been through the journey myself, we all have our own separate journeys, but I can empathise, and I'm compassionate in knowing actually if they want to talk about terminology, actually I know what they're saying, and they don't have to explain it, whereas sometimes to friends and family you have to explain those feelings, and you can just say, actually, yes, I've been there, I may not be feeling exactly how you feel, but I do understand and I do get it. And it's okay to feel how you're feeling. It
must just be an hideous, horrendous roller coaster of emotion throughout that journey that I guess to this day doesn't, it doesn't change.
No.
Does it? It's just actually okay to have somebody that is there that can talk to you and support you through it. So you guys do an amazing job. You should be really, really proud of yourself.
Thank you very much.
I said to you the other day, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Said, I'm feeling really emotional.
I had a really emotional day, didn't I? Really
I've been up all
emotional.
night, and I just remember saying to you, look, when I was wrapped up cosy in my bed last night, where were you? So just to remind yourself, you do a fantastic job. You should be so proud of yourselves.
It does mean well. Thank you so much.
No, that's right.
I
you do an amazing job.
I just always feel like I'm a failure. And I know that sounds stupid, but I do, because Henry's not here and I wasn't able to save him. But I know that was the cancer. But as a mum, that just gets you.
It's definitely, you are definitely not a failure. Look how much you've done for so many other people. It's,
Thank you.
You're an inspiration. You really are. So you should be super proud of yourself.
That means the world. Sorry, my bauble has really got a lot of stuff and it keeps flinging around.
You can take the hats off.
I'm like, oh no, I better not now. No, it's got to stay on.
I can take mine off, can't I?
Mine's got to stay on. That hairdo is not going to survive. Being underneath a hat.
I'm not too sure I'm worried about my hairdo, to be honest with you.
I was going to say, where's it gone?
Yeah, that was magic.
Oh no, my head's so hot.
It's really...
Barry, it's not a Christmas episode without your bar humbug on.
You gotta
Come on. Put it
bar
back on.
humbug. Bar humbug.
So leave it pointed up.
No, you look really stupid.
Flip it over. Love it.
Right, anyway, so Dawn, that was, thank you for sharing
And breathe, guys.
emotional story with us. That is, uncomprehendable for the rest of the world, honestly.
Thank you for having me and raising awareness.
We really look forward to working with you, and
Hopefully coming up with some new fresh ideas and do something.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, freak. We said it so together. Oh gosh, and now I'm nipped.
That's right, don't worry.
Right, Dawn, put
Bits
your hands in.
bits they can edit out, things like that. So.